If you are age 50 or better, getting in a little exercise every day may seem like a chore, but it doesn't have to be. Thanks to an energetic group of adults who jumped at the chance to appear on TV to show you just how much fun fitness can be. Lynn Berg, Executive Director for Primeplus Norfolk Senior Center, Peyton Richards, student and student Marshall McCorkle are happy to share how someone can be forever fit.
That's right.
That's the name of the show?
Yes, it is. It's a fabulous new show, and we're really excited about it. Primeplus Norfolk Senior Center, of course, offers programs for active adults. We have an adult daycare. We have caregiver support. We also offer Ask Primeplus to give community resource access to people, and meal programs, different kinds of things. The whole goal of our programming is to give seniors what they want to help them maintain a wonderful quality of life and to enjoy it to the fullest. And part of that is maintaining health, and exercise is a huge component of health. So as we age, we need to take a little bit of extra care about the kinds of things we do to promote our independence and our mobility, which is really key to staying in top shape and on our own.
Right.
Peyton has been a fabulous component of taking our whole programming to new levels. She came in as a fitness coordinator a little bit ago, probably a year and a half ago. Started with some volunteer work, but then we could see that she had the kind of talent that could really move us in a new direction. And she's completely revamped all of our courses. They are now progressive in nature. They run a wide gamut. There's over 22 of them, from ballroom dancing all the way through Tai Chi, yoga, agility, balance, core on the floor, stretch, flex, and tone, you name it. And she's been able to improve it, enhance it, and get it out there available to folks. And she's found wonderful instructors along the way to help support all of our programming. Okay,
well, it's terrific that you have come in to really kind of broaden the reach. One of the ways, of course, is to provide that progressive type of option, but you know, getting something on TV, yet another way to reach people who can't make it to the studio or to the classroom. But you know, my understanding is that exercise programs are hugely popular amongst older adults and they like them, and that's been proven in the past. So you've got another choice here, folks, of yet another program that will be rotating with other ones that you may already be familiar with.
I think we took care too to make sure that people could do the things that we do at home. You know, if we were using weights, we had things to substitute, and whatever props that we had, we made sure we had something you could find in your house. So it was a learning experience. It was not my first choice being on television.
Well, it is a way, you have to translate what you do, and you have to think about it a little differently, but you know, you're reaching a lot of people. And
that was the goal, that was the drive. Having, you know, we have a great community in Primeplus, just the people who come every day, and we've really grown our classes. But they were the driving force. I mean, Lynn is a driving force on her own, and certainly, you know, brought the idea to the forefront. But having the support that I had from the participants, and just their
enthusiasm,
the enthusiasm, and their support behind me, just to say, hey, get out there, do as much as you can, was really it was special.
Well,
it's
Marshall,
been a treat.
Marshall, being a participant in this, I mean, you have led an active life already, so you kind of come into this with experience and how well these types of exercises can keep you going.
Yes, and it's important for flexibility and balance, and just everyday living to be able to get around. And I've enjoyed the classes. They are varied, and I found too, as you'll see on the tape, that Peyton is giving instruction and she's counting, but all of us may not be at the same count she is. So you go at your own level, and your own speed.
This is a great introduction, so because it'll give you an idea of what you might see. So why don't we just take a look.
There we go. Now
we're going to take those balls above our head. Going to get a good squeeze on them. Put the heel of the hand into it.
All right, so this is Forever Fit, and this is the point we're trying to make. We have exercise classes you can go to, or they can come to you. And this is a new TV program on TV 48, Forever Fit, and the voice you're hearing is Peyton Richards, who is on our set. We've just introduced her, and as you can see, some of the exercises being done may not be familiar to you, but we hope that you'll know them like the back of your hand.
Before long, yeah.
Before long. So what are they doing? Oh, what are they doing now, Peyton? Can you see?
Look, oh, the ball's in the, we're running, so we're getting our heart rate up, moving our feet, and the squeezing of the balls was an arm exercise. Tapping the toes, you'll see me do that in every video. There's a big sit to stand study that was recently done at Old Dominion that we were privileged to be a part of, and the first muscles that your brain talks to when you stand up are the ones in your ankles and your calves, and people don't realize that. I didn't realize it till we got to the end of that study. And so tapping the toes, tapping the heels, and keeping the mobility in the ankles is key. It's key. The flexibility in your ankles mimics the flexibility in your spine. Seems a little bizarre, but it's true. And you need that for everything that you do. And getting up is the way to go. Oh, thank you. I've not seen this video yet. I've kind of avoided all of it. Like I said, it took them a long time to get me to say yes.
The wonderful thing about these programs that Peyton filmed and had the support of all of our wonderful students who took turns being stars was that they're showcasing a wide variety of different kinds of exercise programs we offer so that it meets many needs and not just specific to one target area or one piece of exercise fitness, but actually more of a total body fitness if done consistently. So she's offered not only stretching, but she's had the heart rate up. She's shown people how to do the arm movements, the leg movements. She's gotten people from a chair to do amazing things. And I've had folks come into my office and tell me after taking Peyton's class that they have lost 2 pant sizes and that they are doing things that they had never been able or thought they would ever do again. People who had knee surgeries or who had other challenges that they had to overcome, and physical therapy only took them so far. And Peyton was able to help them to realize more than they ever thought they could once those things were in their past.
We hear a lot that a lot of the exercises that we do are very complementary to physical therapy. And you know, it's not that people don't want to continue physical therapy, it's that physical therapy runs out. And so they come to class and they're like, I did this in PT, I did this in PT. And you're going to continue to do it, and it helps. They need it.
I'm sure that being in class helps if you have other people around you doing it. This, I'm sure you find to be true.
Yes, and the socialization is important, the camaraderie, the fun we have in talking to Peyton, doing exercise. It's not all just real serious.
Yes,
but and it's important that you know we keep our mobility. And I'm an example of having had bilateral hip replacement. That physical therapy only took me so far, and I could do it at home, but you know, it wasn't much fun. And so going to Peyton's classes has been not only fun but beneficial in keeping me on my feet and building the strength and flexibility that I need, as we all need.
Yes, and then if you aren't able to make her class, for instance, you can certainly turn on the TV, and we have put up a schedule. It's going to be rotating with some other exercise programs, but you'll always have a chance to catch it. They taped 8 of them. 8.
Yes.
So this was one exhausted group after they were done, and it wasn't just the people doing the exercises too. We know the crew over at WHRO that helped out.
They were wonderful.
Yep. So they had a great time, but it was a lot of work. But 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. about 6 days a week on Norfolk TV 48. Only on Norfolk TV 48, the broadcast of Forever Fit. And of course, if you are really motivated and say, you know, I've done these at home, but boy, I want to go to that class, you can also call Primeplus, Norfolk Senior Center, and ask about stretch, flex, and tone classes, and you can do it in person. You can meet the stars of the show and have a good time doing it. And you know, there's nothing beats just being able to feel a little bit better by doing something regularly.
And you can network with friends, you can have a good meal, you can enjoy that, and then if you can't make it for some reason, you have the television as a fill-in for your substitute for when you can't get there. But all of the students are very warm, very welcoming, and they do cut up quite regularly. They have wonderful frolics in there, so it is not serious business at all.
All right.
And they move their hiney, as what they're saying, and all kinds of things. And it's a real treat because we hear so much joy coming out of the classrooms.
Great.
And that's just priceless.
All right. Well, you've got a little taste of what you can see on Forever Fit. Thank you, each of you, because you all play an important role in making this happen. And we hope that you'll tune in and watch the show and feel better for it. I already feel better just talking.
And thanks to the station for having us.
Yes, well,
Thank you.
of course, you know, we have to promote, and this is a great way to do it.
Well, thanks
Thank
for that.
you, everybody.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
When we come back, adoptive families in Norfolk help promote adoption from foster care with some help from the Norfolk Tides.